Thank you. Welcome everybody to this special meeting of Finance and Administration on Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. It's 9:34 a.m. and I am calling this meeting to order. As we gather this morning, we acknowledge on behalf of Council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the First Nations. We thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. We are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Connie, has roll call been taken?
Through you, Chair, yes, roll call has been taken and we have quorum.
Thank you so much. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof? I see none. Then at this time, I will turn it over to Mr. Kelly with the administration report, please.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning. There's 3 items of information that were just heard at the Health Committee earlier today. Item number 1 is an information item about surplusing vehicles that doesn't sound right. Surplusing, I'm sure, is not a word, but the chair will correct me. The Health Committee earlier today heard a report from the chief that 4 of our ambulances are being surplused to 3 individual providers, St. John's Ambulance, Algonquin College and St. Lawrence College, and an agreement has been made with those 3 partners for a purchase price of $5,000. So in terms of a reporting structure, it is to come before this committee as an information item and is being done now. Item number 2, again, is a sole source procurement in the paramedic service for defibrillators. As Health Committee heard this morning, we are updating our fleet of defibrillators, and the best way to go about it would be to sole source this from the one company that's providing service across the service, especially across Eastern Ontario. So again, as per the norm, the background is here, but it is an information on an item to this committee and in confirmation that it matches with our budget targets as presented earlier this year. Item number 3 is a sole source memo from long-term care in Miramichi Lodge. Again, the Health Committee heard earlier today on the nurse phone system integration systems that are now in the midst a 3-phase approach to upgrades. And again, because of the technology or the technical nature of the upgrades, it is befitting of the corporation and of Miramichi Lodge to continue with the same source as we've originally engaged thus far. So again, it's before you as an information item. Those are the information items again, Chair, and I'll stop there.
Thank you. That was like deja vu all over again. Surplusing is in fact a word though. So yay for you. We'll go back to information item number 1, the surplus vehicle disposal. Number 2, the Zoll 1 lease. Yes, Mayor Mayville, please.
Just a question. So defibrillators, their term is 10 years, and during that time we have to replace them as they go along? Is that correct?
Chief?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. And Dan, you might be able to help me in terms of the recapitalization schedule, but typically we recapitalize items at 5 years. The method that we're using now is that the term of the lease allows for a replacement unit at the 5-year mark within the lease period. So as a result of that, we will be with the most current available technology with the vendor, but we have a stable costing for the duration of the lease, and really that was one of the greatest advantages in moving towards the leasing system, was that we get away from an all upfront cost, but we get a refresh at the 5-year mark, which is our typical recapitalization period.
Thank you. Any other questions? And number 3 under information, the advanced care nurse call system. I see none. Let's move on to resolutions, please.
Thank you, Chair. I'll read the recommendation and then discuss the background. The recommendation is that the Finance and Administration Committee recommend to County Council that the resolution from Halton Region, which is a proposal that the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, or FCM, Board of Directors consider a biannual election process, be supported.
Thank you. I'll ask for a mover and seconder. Moved by the member from North Algona Wilberforce, seconded by the member from Laurentian Hills. Background in, please.
Thank you, Chair. The background is best spoken to by itself. However, I'll highlight a few items, and I would probably suggest that that your member that sits on FCM be recognized, and he might be able to fill in the blanks. But as acknowledged in the motion from Halton Region, is that they're requesting that a longer term of office be instituted for the Rural Caucus to allow for greater participation and for a longer engagement period to allow for greater projects to be worked on by the caucus as opposed to in and out within a year. But again, Chair, I think best suited would be Councillor Doncaster.
By all means, thank you. Member from Deep River. He's on the move. Glenn, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry about that.
No
Yeah.
worries.
Sorry, I was trying to do two things at once. Yeah, fairly self-explanatory, similar to other PTAs. Not sure why I'm on the screen here twice now, but speaker view, I guess. Yeah, it's the same as other organizations having a 2-year term. What we found is sort of what we believe is, most of the first year of somebody joining either committee or board is basically the learning curve. So we believe it'll make more sense. There are some logistical challenges with that because of the election cycle from province to province is not the same, but we believe there's ways around that. So anyway, like I said, if there's any questions, I'll try to answer them. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Are there any questions? Then I'll call for the vote. All in favor? And that is carried. And I need a mover and seconder for the administration report, please. Moved by the member from North Algona, seconded by the member from Killu, Haggerty, and Richards. Anything further on the report? All in favor? Is there any new business this morning? We have no closed, correct? Excellent. And our next meeting is Thursday, March 7th, 2024. It is still up in the air. It's a very short agenda. So it's up in the air whether or not that will be virtual. So at this time, just keep an eye on your package when you get it. And at this time, I'll ask for an adjournment, please. Moved by the member from Laurentian Hills, second by the member from Killu, Haggerty, and Richards. All in favor? And we are adjourned. Thank you.